And now is with the great honor to introduce the valedictorian for the class of 2023, Leilani Dacus.
4 years ago, on a day much like today, I gave a speech much like this one at my 8th grade promotion from August Knott. While I was preparing to write this speech, I went back to look at that one, and it's crazy to think how much has changed in the 4 years since. 4 years ago, I wrote this when talking about my hopes for high school and for life. I hope we grow into strong individuals who can make positive influences on the world around us. I hope we can find ourselves and learn to love ourselves and to be ourselves. I hope we can learn to love others, to be more considerate, more kind, and I hope we all graduate high school. Reflecting on who I was 4 years ago, I realized that those hopes are still a work in progress. We are still works in progress. Only today, we graduate high school. And to Riley, who I always swore would be standing here instead of me, congratulations. I guess you were right. It still feels weird to say that this is the last day any of us will ever be students at Weston Ranch High School. As crazy as it sounds, though, I'm an adult now. Many of us are, and a lot of kids dream of the freedom and independence they interpret adulthood to represent. But that has always scared me. I am an overthinker, and over the course of my life, that tendency has been a double-edged sword. But lately, I've been thinking about how much I've grown, even in just the past 2 years. And I have this community, this school, the people in it to thank. So thank you. I am so profoundly grateful for the people I have met and the experiences I have had here. It breaks my heart to be leaving so much of my life behind, but I know I will be carrying what I have learned on this campus to my next. I am especially grateful to the Visual and Performing Arts program here at Weston Ranch. It's given me some of the most supportive, creative, and genuine people I have ever had in my life. The effect of VAPA on my confidence and self-esteem cannot be overstated. Growth isn't always linear, but I'm making that gains, y'all. I am finding my voice and carving out a place for myself in the world, and that is terrifying. It means I have to take up space, and as surprising as it may seem to some of you, I have long struggled to do that. Growing up with 9 siblings, I felt like I had to take up as little space as possible, often literally. But after years of sitting in the middle seat, I am learning that I do not have to make myself small to allow others to grow. Class of 2023, you do not have to make yourself small to allow others to grow. There is room for us all, even if we have to bring our own seats to the table. I want to be clear, though, that none of this is to say that I am not so incredibly grateful to my family for their support over the years. Growing up with 9 siblings has its challenges, yes, but it has also provided me with a deep pool of support to draw from. Many of you have seen the various members of my family on this campus, whether at concerts, sports games, art shows, award ceremonies, or whatever else I've found myself involved in over the past 4 years, and that means the world. I would never have had the privilege to be standing here before all of you without my family. I can't name you all or we'd be here forever, but know that I mean you when I say thank you. And know that by family, I mean more than just those people in the stadium with the last name of Dacus. They have been instrumental, but so too has my Weston Ranch family. Every day, you all inspire and encourage me to take my place in the sun. Today, class of 2023, it is our turn to stand in the sun. Though the road ahead of us may not be easy, remember we are resilient. So if there's any advice I can offer my fellow seniors, my 8th grade self, it is this: don't let fear be final. I am terrified most of the time. I second guess and overthink, but since my 8th grade promotion, I have learned that fear doesn't have to hold me back. I am scared to move 7 hours away from the only home I have ever known. I am terrified to leave the people who have had such a profound effect on my life. I'm afraid of failure, of complacency, of rejection, and I am sure I am not alone in these fears. But fear is only bad if you let it hold you back. It is brave to be afraid and to take the leap anyway. That is courage. And in the coming years, I challenge each and every one of you to be courageous. If you have to turn the page to the next chapter of life with shaky hands, know that you are not alone. My hands are shaking too. My heart beats just as quickly, but it is okay to do things scared. From the bottom of my heart, thank you to the class of 2023.